Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We had taken a short break to do a few things here and there and recharge, but we are back and we have an amazing woman. She'll tell us today it's a story. Atatupikia tu story zote. She'll tell us what she does for a living. Blah 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 blah. Hizo story zote. So, in today's episode, we are having, for the first time this year, we are having a female lawyer. Her name, she'll tell you. Alafu turuke kwa kazi. So, please introduce yourself.
Thank you. My name is Debra Ajwang. As he has already said, I'm a female lawyer or advocate, and I'm very happy to be here.
Sawa. Sasa, Debra, where did you start this journey? Ulienda, where were you in high school? I think let's start from high school. That's a better, because tukianza huko chini, there'll be so many stories. Yeah.
Okay. I was in high school at Precious Blood. Mm-hmm. The Precious Blood, PB.
Which one? Riruta or Kilungu?
No, there's only one PB. They're not two.
Oh, okay.
There's only one PB.
Sawa.
Precious Blood ziko nyingi. Lakini PB ni moja.
Riruta. Really?
Yes.
Yes. I used to have a female crush on some chick who was in Precious Blood, and he used to call it PB. Mm-hmm. The one in Kilungu. Okay.
Let me say, and I hope none of them is watching, and if they are watching, if they are watching,
yeah.
Wataniwia radhi.
Yes.
PB is like, the term PB is like bush.
Okay.
So if you say PB Gani,
yeah.
I mean, that means there are several.
Yeah.
PB is PB Riruta.
Yeah.
But of course, when the others came up, they also picked the PB. So we are very particular about PB.
Yeah.
And we stick to PB as Riruta.
Yeah.
Yes. So Precious Blood, there are many.
Yeah.
There's Kilungu. There's now another one in Juja. Yes, a very young one.
Yeah.
But PB ni moja.
Okay.
Ile unajua Riruta.
Yeah.
So huyo girlfriend yako alikuwa Precious Blood.
Okay, so
I
hope she's not watching.
Alikuwa PB. Hata yeye atakubali. Lakini najua mawe zitarushwa.
Yes. We'll take stick when it comes, but yes. Go on.
Yeah, so after PB,
yeah,
I went on to Moi University.
Yeah. So let me just interject. So at PB, did you know that you want to take a career in law?
Actually, I knew that when I was much younger. When I was in primary school, probably by the age of 8, 9, I knew that I wanted to become a lawyer. And why? Because the kids who are smart. Always not smart. It had nothing to do with being smart. Unapenda argue.
Yes.
So
yeah.
You're argumentative.
Yes.
You like challenging things. Yeah. So because of that, I knew right early that that's what would suit my personality.
Yes.
And so I just fit right into it. I mean, people, of course, also used to say it, but even within myself, I knew it right before anybody else ever told me that that's the career I want to take.
Yeah.
I also loved, now fast forward to high school, I also loved English.
Yes.
And I just used to admire, those days it was not Harvey Specter. Those days it was LA Law. I don't know if you were born. Were you born? Probably not. Yes, it was LA Law. And I just admired the lawyers in court, in the courtroom, and just how they would express themselves and put out a point in just such good, and sophisticated English. So that's why.
Yeah.
That's why. So I knew from the word go when I was young that I'd become a lawyer.
Yeah.
Although I might add that my dad wasn't happy about it because he wanted me to become a doctor. So of course it was prestigious to have doctors in the family. And in the greater family, there were few doctors, but not in the immediate family.
Yes.
So of course he wanted to get, he knew, this is my daughter.
Yes.
She's capable of becoming, whatever she wants to be.
Yeah.
So doctor would be it. So he was very disappointed.
Yeah.
But I stuck to what I wanted to pursue.
Yeah.
And so ended up in Precious Blood. I knew from the word, even when I was choosing my subjects, nilijua tu ni history, Kizungu, you know.
Yeah, a lot of English.
English, yes. Maths, we can have that conversation another day. But I'm sure you share the same sentiments.
It's a lawyer's thing.
Yes, that's a lawyer's thing.
Yeah.
But I don't think I'm as bad as you.
There's only one way to find out.
Najaribu kidogo.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, so as I was saying, that's how I started my journey towards becoming a lawyer.
Yeah.
Interesting though, when I went so in high school I was involved in music. That's another interesting thing something that I really enjoy.
Yeah.
And music to the extent of performance and singing. Interesting fact.
Yeah.
And so I developed a keen interest in music.
Yeah.
And for a minute there, I changed. And I actually wanted to go and do music.
Yeah.
I was so fascinated by it. And I was like, I want to do music.
Yeah.
But my dad would have none of it.
Yeah.
So remember, I have disappointed him. Medicine out.
Out, yeah.
And then law. And then now I say, no, I want to do music.
Music, yeah.
So what he asked me is, when somebody studies medicine, they become a doctor.
Yeah.
When somebody studies architecture, they become an architect.
Yeah.
When somebody studies, engineering, they become an engineer.
Yeah.
When somebody studies music, what do they become?
A musician.
I didn't have an answer. Remember, this was many years ago.
Yes.
When a career in music was
unheard of. Yes.
So I didn't really have an answer. I hadn't thought through to that extent. I just knew I wanted to do music.
Yeah.
That's all, because I enjoyed, how I felt when I was in that space. But I hadn't really thought through into what career this would become.
Yeah.
So I didn't have an answer. And because I didn't have an answer to that question, my dad said, well, you really don't know what you want.
Yeah.
So we will stick to the mainstream professions, the ones we know. So pick from the following.
Yeah.
But so I defaulted back to what I'd always wanted to do, which was law.
Yeah.
And got admitted to Moi University.
Yeah.
That was very deliberate.
Yeah.
That was the time when we used to see...
Wait, what do you mean when you say it was very deliberate?
It was very deliberate. I didn't want to go to Nairobi University.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Why?
Because my memory of Nairobi University was walikuwa wanashinda kwa barabara strike juu matumbo imeongezwa na 2 bob.
Tutapigwa kwa show.
So that's what I could remember.
Yes.
Anytime I thought of Nairobi University, I would not think of the level, the education and the standard and what. I would just think students rioting in the streets.
Oh, okay.
What is the issue when I read the newspaper? Bei ya matumbo imeongezeka na 2 bob. So I said, at that point now, Moi University was offering law.
Yeah.
And so I said, no, it's Moi University.
Yeah.
Very far away from home, kwa sababu mimi ni Bontao.
Yeah.
So this was an experience, basically, and this was urban-rural migration.
Bundu's living. Yeah.
But I'm glad, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I enjoyed my time there. Yeah.
And so, after you get done with campus, did you guys used to go to Kenya School of Law?
Oh, we were the lucky ones. We were the last lot that were exempted.
Oh.
Wenye walinifuata nyuma, walifanya exam.
So once you're done with campo,
you go straight to
admission,
pupillage.
Or
no, you go straight to pupillage.
Yes.
And that time we used to do pupillage for a whole year.
A whole year.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you're actually doing the practical bit of it.
Yeah.
For a whole year in a farm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And where did you do your pupillage? Was it in Nairobi or did you stick to Bundu's living?
No, Bundu's living ilikuwa shule peke yake. I came back to Nairobi very fast. And then I went to a farm, Ivy League, nilikuwa Ivy League. Denton's HHM.
Yes.
That's where I did my pupillage.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
And I was lucky, by the way, because walikuwa wanakuja campus. Wana pick list.
Dean's list.
Lakini sisemi.
So ulikuwa tu chopi from way back. Yeah. And maybe to take you back to no, that doesn't apply now because you didn't do Counsel. Do you have any memories you have of campus? Your best, maybe memorable moments of campus, maybe one.
Oh, I have many.
Yeah.
My university was enjoyable.
Yeah.
Fond memories. One, we traveled with my classmates.
Yeah.
Who are still my friends today, close friends. One of them is David Ochieng, the member of parliament for Kenya.
Yes.
And the other one is Eunice Lumalas. We traveled to Arusha for an international moot court competition.
Yeah.
It was fun times.
Yeah.
Being a young person, you've never traveled. The only place I traveled was to Eldoret from Nairobi and Shags. So you can imagine going out of the country. It was a very good experience. You know, first time out of the country. Naweza kusema ulienda overseas. That was a memorable experience because we interacted with, students from other universities.
Yes.
The interesting thing is that one of the other teams were not necessarily lawyers. We had lawyers, but we also had, because this was international law.
Yeah.
So we also had students who were not actually studying law, they were studying international relations and other things. So it was interesting interacting with those people.
Yeah.
The other memorable experience from campus is this now usicheke. Nilikuwa Miss Campus.
And you're not saying.
Nilikuwa runner up hapo 2 ama 3.
Yeah.
But it was fun.
Yeah.
And I think much as I was studying law, which is, engaging and involving and, tough.
Yeah.
I had fun.
Yes.
Sikuwa chopi peke yake.
I
had fun.
Yeah.
I did Miss Campus. I was in a dance troupe, by the way.
Hey.
Yes, called Pambazuka. I won't even tell you who was in that dance troupe because some of them are very important people in this society.
Yeah.
Unless they come with a defamation suit.
Yeah.
Yes. But those are the kind of things I remember about campus. It was fun. And another one, which was my first character development. I vied for a post. A student leader. That was my first experience.
Yeah.
It was tough. It was tough.
Yeah.
Because you go into it thinking people are going to listen to, what do you have to offer? What are you? What is your manifesto? Shock.
Abu, hold on to that thought. The reason why I'm telling you to hold on to that thought is because there's another side that there are questions regarding politics that I will ask you, but I would want you to talk about it from now.
Okay.
From all that angle. Okay. Now, from what I'm gathering about you is you're a very multifaceted person. Do you still play music?
Yes, I do.
Do you play an instrument?
My voice is my instrument. Yes.
So do you record?
So I sing. No, I don't record.
Yeah.
I sing with Nairobi Music Society.
Oh.
Have you heard of Nairobi Music Society?
I'm a guy who goes for classicals.
Oh, excellent.
Yes,
excellent. I
yes.
see we are in the right space.
Yes.
Unajua kuna watu wengine tukiongea classical. Tafloat.
No.
Si ati niko ubaya,
I really enjoy. I enjoy NMS. I enjoy Nairobi Orchestra as well.
Yes.
So, and they had a show a few days ago.
Yes. And one is coming in October.
Yeah. Ikombali?
The Messiah. Handles Messiah.
Oh. Okay.
So I've given you a tip.
How many? Perfect.
Si watu wengi wanajua.
Great stuff.
Yeah. So I still do. I still enjoy singing.
Yeah.
I don't record. I don't, never took it up to that level.
Yeah.
But I enjoy it.
Yeah. Beautiful story. Sasa tumeshamalizana na campus. Now let's speak from HHM. At HHM, what were you doing? Were you a litigator? Were you what was your journey towards now the person that you've become in-house?
So at HHM, the program was such that you'd spend half the year
Yeah.
in commercial,
Yeah.
and then the other half in litigation.
Yes.
Commercial conveyancing,
Yeah.
and then the other half in litigation.
Yeah.
So I started in litigation.
Yeah.
I was working under one of the seniors I most respect
Yeah.
when it comes to litigation,
Yeah.
KK Kirago Kimani.
Yes.
And it was such an interesting time because, you'd go to court every day.
Yeah.
So there was never a dull moment,
Yeah. Yeah.
And I always say I got the privilege
Yeah.
of the first experience of practice being at the higher level,
Yes.
in terms of high court,
Yeah.
and the higher courts.
Yeah.
I later did practice at a different level, but
Yeah.
the finesse of practice.
Yes.
And practicing under somebody like KK,
Yeah.
you see the real,
Yes.
the real deal.
Yeah.
So that was 6 months.
Yeah.
Then I moved to commercial and conveyancing.
Yeah.
I was there for about 3 months.
Yeah.
And then guess what happened?
Mm-hmm.
One of the partners told me, Debra, you look like you're bored.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yes, I was, got into commercial conveyancing,
Yeah.
The charge and leases and
Yes.
etc.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I was bored.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Yeah.
Because I enjoyed being in the courtroom.
Yes.
I just loved that space.
Yeah.
And the diversity of doing courtroom work
Yeah.
is that even as you're in court,
Yeah.
you could be doing a case on environmental law, you
Yeah.
could be doing a case on IP,
Yeah.
you could be doing it's so vast,
Yes.
that every day is a learning.
Yes.
So I was actually sent back to litigation.
Ah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, so that's
So
how my
you
time
ended
was
up
spent.
doing
So I ended up doing 9 months,
Yeah.
in litigation,
Yeah.
and 3 months
Ah.
in commercial conveyancing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was an exception.
Yeah.
But I guess, I had learned what I needed to learn.
Yeah.
And now it became sort of routine.
Yeah.
Conveyancing is interesting, but
Yeah.
you understand what I mean.
Yes, I understand.
Yes. Sitaki to offend conveyancing
People,
practitioners.
yes.
But precedents and all, the precedents have come in and also.
Yes.
But I just didn't really enjoy being a desk person.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked going to court and
Yeah.
it was exciting.
I was going to say something, then I remember I'm going to get stick alone. I won't say it on
Be careful, not on camera.
Yes. And you stay at HHM until when?
So I did my pupillage, and then I went to a smaller firm, what you call OB.
Yeah.
No regrets, by the way. No regrets. The experience is different.
Yeah.
You're mostly operating and practicing in the lower courts.
Yeah.
Running down.
Yes.
I remember I was telling somebody the other day that I would travel I was living in Gong.
Yeah.
And I would come from Gong to go to tea room by 4 a.m. so that I can take a mat to Kitui and be in court by 9 a.m.
Yeah.
So those are 3 counties.
Yeah. Kajiado,
Nairobi, and Kitui.
And you also have to pass Machakos.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm going through 4 counties to be in court by 9.
Yeah.
And then you get to court and your matter is adjourned.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, but we are strong because we go through such experiences.
Things. Yes. Yeah.
So that was in 2 other smaller outfits.
Yeah.
Got into the practice, into the hang of it. As I said, litigation, I enjoyed litigation.
Yeah.
So it was courtroom most of the time.
Yeah.
And then I went to the NGO world.
Yeah. Wait, you've worked at an NGO?
Yes.
Hey. Uh-huh.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
So I went to Kenya Human Rights Commission.
Yeah.
Yes. So hapo ndani pahali kuna activist.
Yes.
Yes. So the Kenya Human Rights Commission and the Credo.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
those 2.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then after there?
Then after that, I came back, but that's when I went into the corporate space.
Yes.
In-house,
Yeah.
which is what I'm currently doing.
Yeah.
I went to Barclays.
Yeah.
That was my first position.
Yeah.
I was still very young, so I was still in training.
Yeah.
In fact, I had started working at Barclays while I was in campus.
Oh.
I had an opportunity, and I was an intern. So I just came back, went back, and continued in the legal department.
Yeah.
Yeah. So from there, I have been through mostly the financial institutions because of that experience.
Yeah.
So I've done Barclays, Corp Bank, KCB, Family Bank, and UBA.
We've actually worked. If you've worked at KCB, I also worked at KCB as an intern.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Yes.
When?
Yeah, that was 2014? No, 2015. Because I remember I graduated on the 4th of December, which is on a Friday. And then on Monday, that's when
I was
job
actually
came.
2015. Which were you in the securities department?
Yes.
Okay, that's why.
Oh, hey, okay.
No, you know it's in the big firms they separate the two departments. Yes. So you have litigation, commencing.
Yeah.
So I was not in securities and documentation.
Oh,
yes.
So tulikuwa first floor.
First floor.
First floor.
Sisi tulikuwa 8th floor.
8th floor.
Karibu na Amasos.
Okay. The suit is
Tulikuwa
for
karibu
the
na
views.
suit, yes.
So you end up at UBA.
Yes.
Now, you're the first person we are having the show who's an in-house counsel. So, maybe just to explain to people, when you guys are not doing kind regards, what does being an in-house counsel entail? Yeah.
Okay. So it's like, I tell people it's like running a small farm.
Yeah.
Because you're managing everything.
Yeah.
So that's like that office is like your farm.
Yeah.
So you have a docket with conveyancing matters.
Yeah.
That's security perfection.
Yeah.
Yes, you outsource to the external lawyers.
Yeah.
But you must manage that process. You must issue instructions.
Yeah.
You must manage the entire process until it is concluded.
Yeah.
Then you have the commercial aspect of it, which involves contracts, a lot of contracts.
Yeah.
Suppliers contracts, employment contracts, all manner of contracts.
Yeah.
Okay, financing agreements. Yeah. Then you have litigation.
Yeah.
So when I first went in-house, my first position, I was actually a litigation manager.
Yeah.
And the reason I was brought into that role was because they needed somebody who had litigation experience.
Yeah.
In court, so that when you get in-house, you're able to manage, the external counsel.
Yeah.
One of the things I've heard, and I'm sure you might have heard it, is sometimes external lawyers say, our in-house counsel hawana clue. Have you heard that?
A lot.
You have?
Yes.
Okay. I'm glad that you're actually admitting it.
I know, yeah.
And so because of that, the bank felt we need somebody who has an understanding of what actually transpires in court.
Yes.
So that when they are in-house, when they are in here, they can explain to us and they can manage the process better.
Oh.
I'll tell you, by the way, I'll bust that notion that in-house are clueless. I'll tell you that in-house lawyers are actually one of the lawyers with a high level of knowledge.
Yes.
And vast knowledge.
Yeah.
Because as I've explained to you, I've told you you're running an entire farm. And you have to have knowledge in all these things.
Yes.
Okay, in the big banks you find it's segregated.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have, like in KCB, you'd have litigation, people doing litigation.
Yeah.
Conveyancing guys doing security perfection, contracts guys doing. So that's highly specialized.
Yes.
But in the medium and smaller sized banks, you're a one man show.
Sure.
Okay, and you must understand all these things.
Yeah.
The reason I say that, I really respect in-house lawyers, and from my own experience, I've come to understand that you get to the point where you must sharpen your skills in all these areas.
Yeah.
And then remember, you're the one who's close to the heat.
Yes.
So while you're going to send me your standard letters that you send, Zileza, we attended court today and matter was adjourned, the ones that are drafted and signed by your secretary. You signed, but
I just knew you were going to give me stick for something.
So when you're doing that, on my end, I need to be able to see through that.
Yes.
And yes, we believe that external lawyers are good, but you know that some people also just are not serious.
Okay, yeah.
Now, if I understand the court process, you're not going to send me that letter, and I'm not able to see through something.
Yes.
Because I know what happens in court.
Yeah.
You know, I can go check the cause list. I can check whether this matter was not listed.
Yeah.
I can tell whether you Skyped court.
Yes.
You know, so the standard letters will not fly with me.
Yeah.
You know, if there's a process that I'm expecting that my matter is supposed to be set down for hearing and all, I know what I'm expecting from the next steps. So I don't just take your letters, you know, at face value.
Yes.
I can challenge you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
If you look at things like when the bank needs you, for example, to apply for something, you know, a certain order from court.
Yeah.
We work together, and I usually say this relationship is symbiotic.
Yes.
If I don't feed you the information you need as external counsel, you'll fail.
Yeah, that's true.
It's symbiotic.
Yes.
And once you understand that, then you become very successful.
Yeah.
Because you may do the standard application, but it won't achieve what I want.
Yeah.
I'm the one who is in-house, and I can tell you, this application needs to be like this and like this. We need to address it like this. Yeah. And then you come in with your experience. And we put that together.
Yes.
You know, I give you the inside information that you may not have.
Yes.
You know, so we then become a team. You know, it's a tag team, and we become successful. Yeah. So that's on a day-to-day. That's what an in-house lawyer does. Of course, there's a lot of paperwork.
Yeah.
A lot of paperwork.
A lot of it,
A lot of desk work.
Yeah.
Remember, I said I was running away from the desk work.
Yeah.
I went full circle.
Yeah. Back again.
Back again to the desk.
Yeah.
But the diversity of it has always kept me challenged.
Yes.
Yeah.
So anyway, what advice would you give to someone who wants to become an in-house counsel? Just the younger ones, the ones who are coming up. Yes.
Okay. First of all, I would advise them not to start as in-house counsel.
Yes.
When you compare in-house and external counsel, one of the advantages might be the monetary aspect of it, and it might look attractive.
Yes.
But I always advise young lawyers, start from a law firm.
Yeah.
Learn, you know, the nitty-gritties of this is how litigation works. This is how a matter, go to court, do conveyancing, go to lands, do everything, you know, before you go in-house.
Yes.
Because I've seen, in my many years of practice, I've seen lawyers who come into straight from law school and come straight in-house, and they struggle.
Yeah.
You know, because they've missed
something.
You know, that base, that foundation.
Yeah.
You know, and so what ends up happening is either you become highly specialized, or I've actually seen some who have actually ended up going back.
Oh.
Yes, you're not going reverse. You realize, there's something I missed at some point.
Yeah.
So they actually go back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've had some, you know, I've mentored a few of them.
Yes.
And they tell you, I think I need to go back. You know, and just get the basics. Yeah. Yeah. So that's what I would do.
So I'm also gathering from you that you enjoy just go through the processes, all of them. So the other person we host the channel, who's away today, he specialized very early in his practice. He was actually the Young Lawyer of the Year, the second edition, and he did a lot of corporate commercial work. He has never stepped in a court of law. So what is it essential as a lawyer to first go through the court process, and do you think it's very essential?
Speaking from my own experience, I think it is essential.
Yes.
Maybe it's a bias.
Yeah.
You know, it's possible. I think it could be a bias.
Yes.
Because I also respect the fact that nowadays, with the current generation, people are more clear.
Yes.
You know, right from the word go on what they want to do.
Yeah.
And you may not want to spend time
going through the corners.
And also I understand we are dealing with a generation that wants things, you know, and you're very clear on what you want. If that's the case, then go for it.
Yeah.
And specialize.
Yeah.
But from my own experience, I found that litigation has given me a unique skill in terms of how I view, how I perceive things, and how I process things.
Yes.
You know, so that even when I'm doing, say, a contract, I'm able to think through, in the event that something goes wrong, how do we handle it?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So which I don't think I would have if I didn't have that experience of litigation.
Yeah.
Possibilities. Litigation gives you, you know, the insight into how things can go wrong, how to resolve them, all that.
Yeah.
You know, and also dispute resolution.
Yes.
That's an important thing.
Yeah.
Because with all these other, say for example, contracts, disputes arise.
Yeah.
You know, and litigation, unfortunately, is one of the ways that disputes are resolved. Much as it's adversarial, it's one of the ways that disputes are resolved.
Yeah.
So you then know if this thing goes bad, what's the possibility? What can happen?
Yes.
And then over time, you get to know, okay, this is how to avoid this.
Yeah.
From the beginning.
Yes.
From the time I'm drawing up this agreement, let me just avoid getting there.
Yeah.
Or come up with alternatives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to continue on that point, I think all senior counsels, probably all of them in Kenya, are mostly litigation people. So do you think litigation people are favored in the profession?
Yes.
Are they?
Yes.
Okay.
That's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
We are favored. Maybe we should. Do we want to ask ourselves why?
Yeah.
Or do you know why?
My thoughts have always been that it's because of we borrowed this tradition from UK, and you will see that most QCs, they're called queens. Yes, they're always guys who are they're called what? Solicitor and barrister. They're always baristas, not solicitors. Yes.
So you're right. In addition to that, and in the same light, why do these people tend to be favored? If you ask me, it's because the work that they do is seen.
Okay, that's true. That's it. Yeah, that's it.
That's it. You stand up in court and people see you. You'll appear in the press. You'll appear on TV. The work you do is seen.
Yeah.
So the solicitor, or what we may call in our case the conveyancers and the commercial lawyers, are not seen.
Yeah.
They do just, as important a job as any other lawyer, but their work is not seen.
Yeah.
So hence that.
Okay.
Yes.
Now
that
I get it.
That is the reason why. Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm hoping that will change.
It should.
It should change.
I think we've been here for a while. That should have. Yes.
That should change. That should change, and that will change because if, as a society, we focus on the diversity of the profession.
Yes.
And highlight, even the other lawyers who are doing the other jobs, and they're pretty good lawyers doing tremendous job out here.
Now, let me pick this point. It's the one that we had suspended. You remember that thought of character development?
Yes.
Let's talk about it. You recently vied for a position in LSK.
Yes.
How was your experience? Maybe you can now start from way back in campus now, the politics side of it.
Okay, so do you want me to start from campus or LSK?
You can just match both.
Both of them are character development. Different levels.
Yes.
Different levels is level 1 and
level 2.
Advanced level.
Yeah.
So while I was in campus, I did try to get into what we call MUSO, University Students Union. And it was hard.
Yeah.
Because I went into it imagining that, I will nitauza sera. Na watu watasikiza.
Yes.
Alafu that is it.
Yeah.
Little did I know that you need funds.
Yeah.
You know, you need to go talk to students, mashinani. You need to engage. There's so much, you know, that is you don't see until you get into the process.
Yeah.
And then remember, you're dealing with in campus. You're dealing with a diverse, background.
Yes.
Of people.
Yeah.
Wametoka kila pahali Kenya.
Yes.
So just adjusting to that and being able to reach out to all these people was hard. You know?
And was there a lot of like what I see now in campus politics? The money factor, how big was it?
A lot. It was big.
Yeah.
Like I said, I that's when I discovered that I needed money.
Yeah.
I didn't know that I needed money. I mean, these are campus students. Why would I need money? Si kila mtu amepatiwa pocket money.
Oh, you went with a very idealistic approach. Yes.
You know?
Little did you know.
Little did I know.
You need to hire goons.
I need to hire goons, you know, to remove people's posters at night. And, you know, and this is just, I mean, an open conversation.
Yes.
Yeah, that those things were happening.
Yeah.
So you put up your posters and you find them in the morning, they're all gone.
Yeah.
And of course, there was also, you're dealing with young people.
Yeah.
So there was also, you know, the drinks,
yeah,
those kind of, you know, the parties and all.
Yeah.
And if you don't get into that mix,
hatukupe kura.
Hatutakupatia kura. So lakini nilipata zingine, but it was a very tough lesson.
Yes.
Very tough lesson. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was my first experience. Yeah. And then fast forward to LSK.
Yeah.
Where I vied for vice president.
Yes.
Yes. I'll say there was also the money factor.
Yeah.
It wasn't as shocking because I had already had character development level 1.
Yes.
So it wasn't as shocking. I didn't come into it so green. You know?
Yes, yeah.
But in this context, the money factor was different, and I appreciated the process because it was more of, you know, how you used to pass the information, how to reach out to people. So a fund for communication, fund to facilitate your movement around the country.
Yes.
Although that's something that I think with time should change.
Yeah.
You know, I think we need to move to a more sophisticated way of running our elections.
Yes.
I just don't think it is, and especially for all the positions, because there are about 12 positions where you have people traversing the entire country. You know, say for example, Nairobi rep has to go to Malindi, Kilifi.
Yeah.
You know, that thing is just, I still don't.
Tricks.
It's tricks. It's tricks. You know, or the Mombasa rep is now coming to campaign to ask for your vote here in Nairobi.
Yeah.
What's the probability that you know that Mombasa rep? Or do you know anything about them? But the people in Mombasa know the rep, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's a tricky situation. So it then becomes expensive because you need to move around.
Yes.
This entire country, because there are lawyers everywhere.
Yeah.
And then the other aspect of it, which I think for me was interesting to note, is the different demographics.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
How to tap into those demographics, because you have the senior bar, mid bar, and the junior bar. And your engagement with all those is very different and at very different levels.
Yeah.
So that was, I wouldn't say it was a big challenge, but you know, it's something that, you know, you get to learn real.
Yeah.
And young bar, where you fall.
We interviewed someone in this show, and we tried saying that young bar thing, and he says the young bar was created by a certain individual because of certain aspects. Anyway, it's a story for another day. Yeah, just go on. Yeah.
So that's demographics. I think those were the key things.
Yeah.
You know, key things. Of course, at the end of it, it's a tiring, involving process. Yeah. Because one, as I said, you're moving around the entire country. You're constantly talking. Yes, I know lawyers like talking, but that one was a lot of talking.
Yeah.
because you have to convince lawyers. And let
Yes.
me say, I learned that it's easier to convince a voter in my constituency to give me a vote than to convince a lawyer.
Okay.
Yes.
How so?
Because they will. It's not simple.
Yes.
You're not just going to talk to a lawyer, and just say nipatie kura yako and nitaleta maji.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Going into that, you have to go into that detail.
Yes.
So whereas you'd have a conversation you think this is a conversation of 5 minutes,
Yes.
10 minutes,
Yeah.
that's not what would happen.
Yeah.
They'll challenge you.
Yes.
And you're having this at a very high intellectual level.
Yes.
You end up spending 30 minutes with one person.
Oh,
And remember,
okay.
you're doing what we call door to door.
Yes.
So you're going door to door.
Yeah.
If you go to say Machakos, you're talking to lawyers, going door to door to their offices.
Yeah.
So imagine talking to a lawyer, each lawyer for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
They will challenge you.
Yeah.
And then once they challenge you, they will tell you about all the problems that they're having with the judiciary, with LSK,
Yeah.
that's the second part of the session.
Yes.
Then at the end of the session, you ask for your vote.
Wow. It's a lot.
It's a lot.
And now, that being a lot, I was having a conversation with a friend of mine, and they told me, as a woman, and I hate to say this, as a woman, when you join politics, you are 50 steps behind. Like, if this is a starting point, you're 50 steps behind just because you're a woman. Is that so? Like, you have to do so much. Like, if it's me and you, you have to do so much as compared to a guy. Is that so?
Okay, I'll say this. At the national level,
Yes.
that is the case.
Yes.
LSK politics,
Yes.
it's slightly different.
Okay.
I would say that LSK is one of the spaces,
Yeah.
which is one of the institutions which is highly progressive
Yes.
when it comes to women.
Yes.
You remember Hobbies Counsel was women
Yeah.
with one or two. Well, we don't remember the second guy, but there were two of them.
Mwanza.
No, Ngetich.
Ongetich.
Yes, there were two guys.
Yes.
There were
Yes.
two guys.
Yeah,
Bernard and Harvey, but the rest were women.
Oh.
So because we were coming into that space, that platform had already been created.
Yes.
So I wouldn't say that it was a challenge.
Yeah.
It was more of what are you offering, what
Yes.
are you bringing to the table.
Yeah.
I never really felt like it was more difficult because I was disadvantaged because I was a woman.
Okay.
That's just a fact.
Yeah.
But more towards why, so at the national level.
Yeah.
But probably also going into the fact that, your friend said you're disadvantaged.
Yes.
So yes, you're disadvantaged at the national level, and I know it's more difficult. But there's an aspect that we actually forget, which I'll say, yes, I experienced.
Yeah.
To some extent, and I saw other candidates, experience.
Yeah.
You find that at the home front, a woman will have certain responsibilities which a man may not have.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yes.
And that's just the reality of life.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes. Yeah.
And so whilst it will be easy for you to up and go, wake up in the morning and go at 5 a.m., it might be a challenge for a woman to do that.
Yes. Yes.
So it poses logistical
nightmares,
challenges and all.
Yeah.
But, that's just it's a practical thing that, women deal with.
Yeah.
It's the same thing that you find they'll deal with in terms of you may have nights out, which will be a challenge for a woman.
Yeah.
It may not be a challenge for a man.
Yeah.
And these are just practical examples.
Yes.
But that it's not unique to politics.
Yeah.
And why I bring it up is because even in the corporate space where I am, it's a reality.
Okay. Yes.
It's a reality.
Yeah.
At a senior level, I may be required to go and attend cocktails.
Yeah.
In the evening.
Yeah.
How easy will that be for me? It might not be easy for me to be attending cocktails.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Because I have family
Yes.
responsibilities.
Okay.
Yeah. But having said that, those who go into those spaces have figured out ways of
handling
it.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's why I said I didn't struggle.
Yeah.
But that's just, giving you some insight
yes.
into why it's a challenge.
Yeah.
At the national level, it might be a different thing in terms of perception, what people think about you as a woman. Maybe people might not feel like you're up to the task.
Yeah.
Other conversations start arising at the national level.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now that you're still on that point, is the LSK, first of all, congrats, that was a decent showing.
Thank you.
Is the LSK vice president post, can a man win it?
Absolutely.
Not practically, with what we've seen before.
Yes, a man can win it.
Because the biggest joke has always been, as a guy, no matter what you do now, you can't win the VP post.
Okay, let me throw the question back at you.
Yes.
Can a woman win the president post?
Yes, easily. But for a guy to win a VP.
So my position is the same way a man can win that the president. I mean, a lady can win the president position.
Yes.
The same way. And I think we are soon getting there.
That's we are getting there.
We're getting there.
We're getting
there.
We are getting there.
Soon we shall have. I think it's about time we had the second female president.
Second? We've never. I thought there were many.
No, the last one was Rachel Namamo.
But there were no other women chairs.
Do you recall any?
I wasn't born. Oh, how could I not know that?
Yes, it's about time we had another one.
It's about time. And
so if we have I think that the gender balance would be good. If we have a female president, we have a male vice president.
Yes, I would love to see that.
Yeah, I think that would be a very good balance.
Yeah. Oh, now when you're not doing politics, running the big firm that you're talking about, what do you do for fun?
First, I'm not a politician.
Yes.
Even when I was vying for VP LSK, I told them I'm not a politician. I just saw an opportunity to be part of a change.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we can discuss that another day.
Yeah.
What do I do when I'm not at work? I hike.
Okay.
I hike.
Yeah.
I walk. I go for very long walks. Though usually that is in preparation of the hikes.
Yeah.
So I hike a lot.
Yeah.
Last year I had the privilege of scaling Mount Kenya.
How was it?
There's no experience that can match to that.
Yeah.
Just being in tune with nature for 4 days.
Yes.
Where you don't have your phone. You can't call me. You can't just away.
Yes.
In tune with nature for 4 days.
Yeah.
Though it's extremely difficult.
Yeah.
It also tests you.
Yeah.
Your limits tests you completely.
Yeah.
So it's a good experience.
Yeah.
I had said I'd never go back, but I think I will go back. So I hike. What else do I do? As I said, music.
Music, yeah.
I sing. So I'm in Nairobi Music Society.
Yeah.
And I'm also a volunteer mentor.
Yeah.
So I'm a trustee of a board, an institution, an NGO called Precious Sisters.
Yes.
Where we mentor young girls in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah. So some of them are from my Alma Mater, PB.
Yeah.
But also other schools.
Yeah.
So I do mentoring.
So does the name of that, is it coming from PB? Like you call it Precious.
So so the history has to do with PB because the founder, the founder's sister, was to go to PB.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, didn't make it.
Yeah.
And so he started Precious Sisters on that basis.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's why. So it just happens to have that name, but that's the link.
Yeah.
But the mentees are from various schools, including Precious Blood. So all the Precious Blood schools and other schools. So
okay.
I do that in my free time.
Yeah. So, and do you mentor any other, like apart from those the sisters you're talking about? Do you mentor? Are you big on mentorship, mentoring guys in the profession? Yes.
Absolutely, I am. I think I've done this. So being in-house, I've had young lawyers working with me.
Yeah.
So, and that is how, the conversation about should I start in-house first or should I start law firm first?
Yes,
That's how we started getting into this conversation.
Yeah.
So I've mentored young lawyers
Yes.
in that space, and I continue to.
Yeah.
Mentoring is something that I'm very passionate about.
Yes.
I think at all levels of your life,
Yes.
you need a mentor.
Yeah.
Somebody who can just walk with you.
Yes.
Because somebody has been there before.
Yes.
Somebody has always been there before. And so it's also my way of giving back.
Yes.
And in addition to that, I always say that the surest way of improving a skill is to share it.
Yes.
Improving knowledge is to share it.
Yeah.
So when you share it, you become better. So hence I mentor. In fact, interesting fact is the person who actually put the idea, the initial idea for me to vie for VP was somebody I mentored.
Okay.
At KCB.
Yeah, that's good stuff. Good stuff. Wherever you are, whoever you are, you did well there. Yes.
So that was, he just thought, I think you can do this.
Yes.
Thought, okay, maybe I actually can do it. It was his idea.
Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect.
We're still good friends to date.
Yeah. And now in the mentoring space, I'm so sure you because of interactions with younger people, what is that one thing that you look at and see as a generation, either in the profession or just people you mentor? What is that one sticky thing that you think as a generation we need to do away with? Is it that, for example, the people would say young lawyers are very entitled. The others will say young lawyer doesn't have the patience. So what is one thing that has stuck for you?
I'll say two things.
Yes.
Well, they relate.
Yeah.
They're related.
Yeah.
Is the impatience.
Yes.
Just not wanting to go through the process.
Yes.
That for me is a big issue.
Yeah.
And it plays out in various ways.
Yeah.
It plays out in your career decisions.
Yes.
But it also plays out in your day-to-day work.
Yeah.
Because then you find that we rush. Well, you're one of them, so I hope I can use you as an example.
Perfect.
Your generation wants to do things quickly.
Yeah.
It can be an advantage, but it can also be a disadvantage.
Yes.
Because you're not willing to take time.
Yes.
To do things.
Yeah.
And so that affects quality.
Yes.
That affects how much knowledge you gain in a particular area.
Yeah.
And so from my experience, for instance, I found that you give somebody an assignment, and they present the assignment, and you end up having to redo the assignment.
Oh, yeah.
And that is one, it's frustrating, but it's also disappointing because remember you're trying to teach this person.
Yeah.
And if they don't want to go through this process of learning, and learning is slow.
Yeah.
Otherwise we would all be experts.
Yes.
Learning is slow.
Yeah.
Even the people we look up to, they've taken time to get to where they are.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that your generation needs to appreciate.
Yeah.
That success doesn't come from, it's not instant.
Yes.
And being an expert, it's not instant.
Yeah.
I've had the argument that, I can also be, there's nothing, you're not better than me and all. But the truth is, those people have taken time to get to where they are through, reading, hard work, time.
Yeah.
And that applies in everything.
Yeah.
So why shouldn't it apply to us as lawyers? It applies to everything, everybody. If you look at someone like Michael Phelps, he practices for several hours in a day.
Yes.
He's good. We know he's good, but he still puts in the hours.
Yes.
So if he can do it and he's a pro, why shouldn't we also apply
Yeah.
the same.
Yeah.
And then we also want, still talking about impatience, we want things now.
Yes.
And you want to be successful, you want to drive that big moti now.
Yeah.
You know, but that is not a very healthy and realistic way,
Yes.
you know, of progressing.
Yeah.
And you find that sometimes people make decisions
Yeah.
in a bid to want to be successful very fast. We found people who've made bad decisions
Yes.
and got into trouble.
Yeah. I have seen you are oh my God, you are a Rotarian. So maybe briefly tell us what is it that you guys do, and what is this thing we call Rotary, and from maybe which club? Yes, because I think everyone in this show is a Rotarian.
Yes.
Mimi Johnson is also a Rotarian.
Ah, good.
He's also a but you're a Rotaractor. Have you transitioned? Oh yes, yeah.
So good. So for the sake of the audience, since you already know what Rotary is about, Rotary is an organization which does, it's an international charity organization.
Yes.
Not attached to any government, not attached to any religious outfit.
Yeah.
And there are 1.2 million Rotarians across the world.
Yeah.
In Kenya, I'm a member of, so in Kenya we are district.
Yes.
Yeah. Of 4 countries.
Yes.
I'm a member of Rotary Club of Kilimani, Alfajiri.
Yes.
As the name suggests, we meet in Kilimani.
Kilimani, yes.
But you don't meet in the morning.
Yeah.
As we used to meet Alfajiri in the morning, then we changed to evening. So now our meetings just go until morning.
Yeah.
We meet on Friday, so we continue until morning. So we are still Alfajiri.
Yes.
But we do fun things in Rotary.
Yeah.
Rotary is not a cult like some people think.
Yeah.
It is not a cult.
Yeah.
It's just a group of people coming together to do charity in an organized way.
Yes.
So that you come up with a project and you say, we are going to fund a borehole in Machakos.
Yes.
We fundraise for it.
Yeah.
We visit the place, we do a survey, we contribute, and we sink the borehole.
Yes.
If we need to maintain the borehole, we still, so it's a project that we channel funds to and we continue to maintain.
Yeah.
If it's a school, we support the school.
Yeah.
Beyond that, beyond just the charity aspect, there's a networking aspect of it.
Yeah.
Because you meet people like, you
Yes.
and you meet many other interesting people.
Yeah.
I was telling some, you noticed that I'm a Rotarian by this pin.
Yes.
I was sharing with somebody who I was telling about Rotary the other day that by just wearing this pin, there are doors that can be opened that would ordinarily never be opened.
Yes.
Just by that pin.
Yeah.
And not just in Kenya.
Yeah.
Anywhere in the world,
if
I'm wearing this pin, there are places I can walk into. And somebody will just say, hey, you're a Rotarian. Hi, just come in.
Icebreaker. Yes.
You know, you'd be meeting somebody who's, a dignitary.
Yeah.
And just, you're a Rotarian.
Yeah.
Beyond that, the conversation just flows.
Yes.
Ordinarily you may have to have booked an appointment through this guy's PA. But because you have this Rotary pin, it opens a door for you. So the networking is really great.
Yes.
And then of course the fellowship. It's fun.
Yes.
We do fun things.
Yeah.
Even as we are doing service in the communities.
Yes.
It's fun.
Yeah.
We meet, we enjoy, we laugh, and we make friends.
Yes.
We make friends. I've made very many friends. Through the years in Rotary, I've been a Rotarian for 7 years.
Yeah.
And I've made friends who I think will last because we share a vision of how our outlook on life.
Yeah.
That as you live through this life, yes, you may be successful in your career and all, but there's an element of giving back.
Yes.
Just giving back with no attachment to it.
Yeah.
Just because you want to give back. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So since you're about to end the show, what's your last word? Just say your last word.
I'll just say I'm glad to be here.
Yes.
And I think this show is actually a good thing. It's a good thing. It's different.
Yes.
It's different.
Yeah.
And keep doing it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. We'll keep doing that. Yeah. We're also happy that you're here. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes. Asante sana.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
Asante sana.
I hope I have enriched
the audience.
The audience.
Hey, by much. Hey, kabisa kabisa.
Asante sana.
Aya, asante.
Thanks.
Tukate kidogo. Nimestruggle na hiyo neck.